Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the iceHQ Ice Rink in Reservoir, Melbourne, Australia. I'm War and Joy. Roy will run traditional land for the iceHQ Junior Summer League 2024-2025 Grand Final. I'm Carl Brewer, and I will be presenting the Grand Final commentary for you today, so hopefully we can do a good job with that. Sunday morning is hockey time here at iceHQ, and it is Grand Final day. This is the Junior C Grand Final between the Dogs in the black and the Bruins in the orange. The Junior C is for under-10s, non-checking, and with an emphasis on equal time for all players and primarily skill and gameplay development. The Bruins won the semi-final last week versus the Inferno, 4-2, to earn the right to challenge the Dogs. The Dogs in the black have been pretty powerful throughout this season. The history between these two teams over the season: in round one, the Dogs won 5-4. In round two, the Dogs won 6-5. In round three, the Dogs won 9-5, so a big win there back in round three. But in round four, coming into this final, the Bruins won 4-3, which promises to make this game a very enticing little tussle indeed. For the Bruins, Aiden Baker with 30 goals, Glenn Brown with 18 through the season, and Luke Goodall with 12. And for the Dogs, Oliver Boros 22 and Brooks Burke 12. We're about to get underway. The referee will be dropping the puck very shortly, taking the face off Oliver Boros and Aiden Baker facing off. And the face off won by Boros, plays it back to his winger. Picks it up there in Elliott, who just tries to dump the puck in, but carrying it in now is Baker. Baker manages to get past one, gets it into the slot, however. The first touch of the puck there by Carter Burke in net for the Dogs as they look to play it up the boards now. The Dogs, they can't quite clear the puck out where they do. Baker not able to keep it in. Good pressure on him there from the Dogs forwards trying to break the puck out. Just dumping it up now. There was Burke, who the puck now sprays across to the offside, and the players there from the Bruins will try and break it out, but bringing it back in now for the Dogs with just a nice little poke check, stealing it from them nicely. The Bruins now looking to play it up, looking to try and get a stretch pass up. They've got Goodall waiting on the point, but it's carrying it in and firing it just wide was Baker. And it looks like we haven't had any changes yet. We should get them fairly shortly. Change shift length for hockey, typically around about 45 seconds to a minute, as the puck is just caught behind the net. As the Dogs look to break it out, but keeping it in, Baker. They've been pressed tightly by Wishart, and finally the Dogs managed to break it out. Sullivan now just going backhand across the front. It's picked up then by Elias Hales, and the puck flung in deep, but two of the Bruins defenders there waiting to clean it up. Puck gets driven hard into the corner as the players battle for it. Trying to put the puck across the front now, but here comes Baker again. He's got a bit of room. Goes a little toe drag, goes around the outside, but in the end, nice defence there by Keith Acacia, who forced the puck wide and just took that opportunity away. These players now have been on the ice for a good minute and a half. They'll be looking to get a change, but they haven't yet. And the Dogs now starting to change it up. And the Bruins looking to clear the puck up ice, but keeping it in. But now bringing the puck out is the Bruins, but stolen there by Acacia. Carries the puck into the corner, looking for an opportunity now to put the puck across the front and create some sort of an opportunity now for the Dogs. But breaking it out now once more is the Bruins. And that is Baker again doing the longest shift we've seen so far. Gets a shot away and scores a goal. So Aiden Baker is the first one to rattle the twine, light up the lamp, and we have one goal to the Bruins in the first 2 minutes of the game there. A very long shift there by Baker. He must have been getting pretty tired, but it didn't matter. In the end, managed to get one just over the shoulder of Carter Burke for the first goal of the series, and indeed of the Grand Final series today. Underway now, next face-off happens, and it's won there by the Bruins, tucking it forward, but the Dogs now trying to get that one back. They want to get back on the scoreboard quickly and get themselves some momentum. Into the corner. Squirts out high in the slot. Bruins picking it up now, looking for an opportunity to try and play it up around the boards. But good forechecking pressure there by the Dogs, keeping the puck in nicely. They're going to try and keep the puck in the zone if they can, but it's brought out by the Bruins, but they're dumped back in again immediately by the Dogs' defence there in Tatum Wishart. And the puck now into the corner. This time the Bruins looking to try and carry it out. Quite able to manage to clear the zone there. It was held in nicely. Brady Freeman doing an excellent job on the boards for the Dogs. As the Bruins now look to try and play the puck around the back of the net, break up the other side, carrying the puck out through the defensive zone and decking left and right is Avery Buckingham. Sorry, I tell a lie. That's Glenn Brown, I think. We'll identify the number in just a moment. That is Brown indeed, who dumps the puck deep in the corner. And the Dogs will now look to break it out of their zone. They'll play a risky shot across the front of the net there to try and break it out, and it's picked up and stolen by Ellis. Ellis gets past 1 and 2, still got the puck on the stick. Good defence there though by the Dogs, just making sure they fiercely own the space in front of the net. Now here they come. It looks like it's Carter Burke now trying to blast the puck up. Not Carter Burke, sorry, I'll get that right. That was Brooks Burke, who is Jamie Burke's, one of Jamie Burke's kids. Jamie, the coach of the Dogs. Today coaching the quite a few of the Dogs team, legend of Australian ice hockey, Jamie Burke. He's taking to the game very well indeed. But now coming back to pick it up, Freeman. Freeman picks up the puck, looking up ice for options. Doesn't see much in the way of motion, but he's got room in front of him. He skates up through Brady. He's into the corner, driving into the sled is iceHQ. Was in good position though, but couldn't get the pass across. The puck still in the zone for the Bruins, managed to clear it out eventually. Being harassed by DeSantis. It was Kiefer. And now blasting through the middle again. The Dogs, Inferno get a shot away, but this time it's Carter Burke who makes the save. A nice move through the middle under pressure by the Bruins in Archie Ellis, who was trying to make it through. And we're going to have a first penalty of the game. And living up to the namesake, it is Brooks Burke who's going to sit 2. I'm not exactly sure what for yet, but we'll know in a moment. Possibly interference or some such. This is a non-checking league, but it doesn't mean non-contact. So players are allowed to collide with each other if they're in the process of playing for the puck. Face off there, won by the Dogs, and look to break it out. Here they're on the kill, so they'll look to try to cut down the other end and run the clock down, but they're not worrying about that. That's just Wishart now tries to get through, which is running to the corner, looks up ice. Dogs in very deep on the attack. They haven't got much back for the penalty kill, and now here comes the Inferno. Theo Wickham with room in front, but just blows a tyre. Didn't quite get enough onto it to keep moving, and the Dogs now with what we call a power kill, losing a footing there. iceHQ couldn't quite get across to it as the Inferno play it out again. Dogs once more caught in deep. Blasting up now in a 3-on-1 for the Bruins, and they've got players loose in the slot there. Kiefer was calling for it. Good positioning there by the Bruins. They are on the power play. They have the extra player on the ice as Brooks Burke is doing 2 for tripping. Here come the Dogs again on the counter-attack. They are on the kill. So they do have to focus on defence, but they just tip the puck up high there through Acadia. And now the Bruins looking to clear the puck out of the zone and at least relieve some pressure, and they do. And now to pick it up for them, Boros looks up ice, has a bit of room, gets around Kiefer. Loses the puck though in the process, and it's picked up by Acadia, who's carrying the puck into the corner. Goes behind the net now for the Bruins, trying to dig it out. Just 35 seconds to go on the Burke penalty, and the Dogs have evened it up on the penalty on the power play. Sorry, I should say a short-handed goal there for the Dogs to take it to a 1-1 game. Just a little bit of confusion there in front of the net, and the Dogs will all square it up. So on the drop of the puck, Brooks Burke will be back on the ice. So the Dogs are still technically on the penalty kill until the puck is dropped and Burke will come back onto the ice. Now we're back up to 5-on-5 hockey, and we are 1-1. 4 shots on the net to the Bruins with 9 minutes and 27 seconds to go in the first. So very exciting little tussle here going on between these two teams. A lot of passion and enthusiasm too for the youngsters as they look to play the puck up the boards to the Bruins. Leaving the puck behind, it's kept in by the Dogs. Battling for it nicely there, Boros. Gets up to the blue line and trying to fling it in hard with Burke, but it ends up in the hands of the Bruins in Baker, the goal scorer from earlier, who winds a shot from a distance, but nice pad save there. Carter Burke puts it into the corner. Still battling for it though, Baker. He's being marked tightly by Freeman. Manages to clear the puck out now, the Dogs, who are handling through the defensive zone, brave, but they get away with it, and looking up ice now and chipping it wisely there was Brady Freeman, who did exactly the right thing, get the puck out of the zone, force the Bruins to have to turn around and reset. But here they come again. It's none other than Baker, who has been outstanding so far throughout this game. Gets past 2, winding from a distance, the shot fired by Goodall, who scores another one, and the Bruins out to a 2-1 lead there. The earlier goal to the Dogs was scored by Oliver Boros, assisted by Arcadia, and it was a short-handed goal. But this particular time, two teams out full strength. And the goal scored by the Bruins to take them out to a 2-1 lead from 6 shots. Butterberg was a little bit hamstrung there. There wasn't an awful lot you could do about it. Reset, get ready. Next short stanza, playing the puck up the ice now, or trying to at least, was Elliott. So Gasparotto eventually blasting through now, trying to get past everyone in the Bruins, but it's stolen and Burke will go and pick it up on the boards, looks up ice, sees a bit of room in front of him, tries to get across onto his forehand, still got the puck, fires a backhander in, very nearly, in fact the backhander does go in. He has a pretty decent Burke celebration there, and we are 2 goals apiece. So this game very even, it doesn't get closer than that. Shots on the net though, 2 goals to the Dogs and 6 to the Bruins. The early goal there was scored by Luca Goodall by the Bruins to give the Bruins that 1-goal lead. And, very quickly brought back by a nice little backhander, showing the value of shoot from anywhere and get the puck on the net. Sometimes they go in there by Burke with 2 minutes, penalty and the goal as well. So we're pretty happy about that, the Burke family. They've got a good day out so far. 6 minutes and 50 seconds to go. They're all tied up at 2 goals apiece. As here come the Bruins again. Just leaving the puck behind though was Brown, who now looks up ice, trying to find some help. And instead it ends up back in the hands of Heath Arcadia. He looks up ice, plays across ice again across the front. Lucky to get away with that. They had options up on the boards. But now they find it. Puck comes up to Wishart. Wishart gets around one, winds, shoots from a distance, and scores glove side over the hands of Marcus Fialka. Beautiful shot there from the prime shooting position by Wishart. And we have a 3-2 game now to the Dogs. And one of the things the teams need to be very mindful of here at the moment, and the coaches will be doing a lot to try and keep this under control, is the youngsters' emotions. It's a grand final. You cannot pretend that it is otherwise. Everyone knows there's a grand final and there's a national anthem and all that sort of stuff. So the kids get very excited. They need to make sure they keep their composure. Concentrate just on trying their best to stay in the moment of the game. It's not as easy to do as it sounds. Coaches are always agonising about the best way to try and prepare their charges to get them going. But the Bruins now trying to put the puck back in again to get that goal back. The Dogs that 1-goal lead with 5 minutes and a bit to go. Now the Bruins playing up the ice in the hands of Willard. Willard has the puck stolen, not quite able to get enough on it, and it's been carried around by Heath Arcadia, who dumps the puck up high, but it's kept in by the Bruins. Dogs there in a massive amount of numbers. There's 5 of them around the puck. Only one of them managing to get back and keep an eye on the play, and that was Brady Freeman keeping an eye on the situation. So I'll tell Heath Arcadia keeping a good eye on it. Now the puck goes into the corner for the Dogs. A lot of these are in their first season of hockey. They've got a lot to learn. Going there to get the puck in was Emil DeSantis. Will be brought out by the Bruins, battling hard for it. DeSantis tries once more to put it in, but it's stolen by the very fleet-of-foot Archie Ellis. Gets across on his backhand, hoiks it high. It's an inventive shot, but it went over the top of everything, and Burke watched it harmlessly go over his shoulder. That was Willard, who had that shot in. Numbers on these jerseys a little bit hard to see at times because the numbers are much bigger than the players. Sometimes they can wrap around a bit. Now charging in for the Dogs, surrounded by 5 Bruins though, was Arcadia. Now coming back the other way, here's the aforementioned Willard. Gets a bit of room in front, shoots over the top glove shoulder of Burke, and we are 3 goals apiece. As in the process of the celebration, Willard decides to have a bit of a roll in the ice. But we are 3 goals apiece with not too much to go in the first period of 3. Hockey unusual in that it has 3 periods instead of 4. There are actually some reasons for it. It's designed to give home teams an advantage. It really matter so much here at iceHQ because both teams are kind of home teams, but it does change where the bench is set up. The changes can be a little bit faster. First and third period, so if you've got the home bench, a little bit easier. Regardless, here come the Dogs again. They want to get back that lead. It's all squared up at 3 goals apiece. Bruins out shooting the Dogs on net 7 goals to 3, but all 3 of the shots on the net by the Dogs have ended up in goals. Fialko will be looking to try and make a couple of saves. Up loose in high slot, picked up by the Dogs, but they can't get a handle on it, just losing it there under the footing, the Inferno in Goodall. And now they look to play it up, getting around the forechecking player of Burke, and it's blasting up the ice now is Goodall, gets onto his forehand, tries to put it past everyone, but nice piece of work there since Wishart, who just took the space away. Now the puck behind the net, and the Dogs looking to break it out. Wishart wisely chips it high up the boards. It's the right option. Good play there, Wishart. Boris couldn't quite get enough on it. A good piece of checking pressure there by Aidan Baker. But we have a whistle. Looks like it was for an offside. The Bruins will reset just outside the attacking zone. The Dogs looking to set themselves up in defence, keep the puck out with just 2 minutes and 20 seconds to play in the first. We're all tied up at 3 goals apiece. We're just keeping an eye on the players behind them, trying to be a little bit sneaky there. That was Elias Hales just trying to sneak up a little bit high. Referee alert to that little tip. And the puck up there. There's Wishart. Puck goes in deep. Been excellent so far. Wishart, one of the ultimate captains today for the Dogs. Charging in is Burke, looking to try and create another scoring opportunity. The Dogs also with Sullivan floating high slot for the Bruins there in numbers. They look up ice trying to find a safe outlet. They're happy to finish this period all even, I think, but the puck's going to go all the way down for the time of icing. Now, icing, if you're not familiar with the rule, if the puck is played from your half of the ice, your side of the red line down the middle of the rink, and it crosses the goal line at the other end without anyone touching it, it's called icing, and you're required to come all the way back to your defensive zone for a defensive zone face-off. There are some ways to mitigate it, which we're not going to worry about now. Some rules, in some leagues, you're not allowed to get a change. In other leagues, you are. But it does mean you're brought all the way back to a defensive zone face-off. So the Bruins now with a defensive zone face-off, 1 minute and 15 seconds to play in the first. And the Dogs fire the puck on the net, but it runs into feet. Looking now to try and bring the puck up the ice there. Brown surrounded by bodies, but manages to chip the puck deep. Just now on a minute to play in the first for the Dogs. Wishart looking for an option. Gets around a couple up the boards, but offside was Sparotto, I think, by the look of it. Rule there with offside. If the puck is outside the attacking zone, so on the wrong side of the blue line, all of your players have to come out of that area before any of your players can go in. The way we teach people is the rule is puck you. So the puck has to go in before you go in. If the puck comes out, everyone has to go out before anyone can go out. Wishart now picks the puck up, dancing through the neutral zone, blows a tyre, however, but it's picked up now by Freeman. Freeman pushed hard into the corner. Just on 20 seconds now to play in the first. 3 goals apiece. It's a pretty close game indeed. Well, pretty much by definition, 3 goals apiece is all tied up. Now the Dogs trying to get a backhander across to get it loose in the slot. Trying to pick it up now is the Dogs in the capable hands of Wishart, who circles around, tries to find some space. The Dogs were going to get caught offside, but luckily for them, the horn goes. At the end of the first, we are 3 goals apiece. 7 shots on the net to the Bruins, 3 shots on the net to the Dogs, and all 3 of them getting past Marcus Fialko in the net for the Bruins. I guess we'll be looking to try and get a little bit more action on the on catching that puck, as the coaches now have their quick briefing with the players. It's they get a minute remembering in this grade. Just a reminder too that in the Junior C competition here, it's designed to foster competition and skill development. So the teams don't try and run super lines. Every player gets to get equal time on the ice as much as is possible. And there's no what they call line matching. So what you'll find is they don't run special teams, so you won't have on a power play, you won't have a particular power play group, you won't have a particular penalty kill group. It's all designed so that everyone gets a chance to learn and develop. The scoreboard is an interesting thing, and of course the players are enormously passionate about it, so too everyone involved in spectating wants to know the score, but for these players it is primarily designed to develop skill. You consider it almost a training session with live opposition. Of course, that's not how it feels for the players involved at the moment. It's very much a grand final, and it is on. We're about to start the second period. 17 minutes to play in the second. For 3 goals apiece, so a bit of a goal-scoring fest for both teams so far. The goalies trying to get their heads in the game. The Dogs are a little slow to get their lineup sorted. Jamie Burke now Just trying to get his players organised for the face-off. Boys quibbling there, the referee waiting to make sure that the goaltenders are both ready. Peter winning the face-off there for the Bruins, but it's picked up by James Sullivan. And circling around, but he's robbed of the puck now, picking it up. The Dogs looking to play up ice, creating a nice option. Riddle's tape-to-tape pass there. He's picked up by Essence Wishart, who is driven into the corner though. Nice cover by Theodore Willard for the Bruins. Now the Bruins looking to play the puck up the ice, and they do. Kenan Kiefer, who gets that one up ice, but only as far as the Dogs, who fling it cross ice to the waiting cross ice pass there. There's Wishart. Can't get enough on it, and the Bruins will play the puck up the ice. Not able to clear it out of the zone though. Buckingham had a go, but it wouldn't go. And now it is Willard again. He tried to get the puck clear and did, but tried to make a connection with a teammate there in Wickham, but it wouldn't quite go. The Dogs got in the way of it. Here comes Willard again. Gets a little bit of room, covered nicely by the defence, who's just standing off and just making sure the line is closed down, and now picked up there by Wishart for the Dogs, looking to play the puck up the ice and clear the zone if they can. Bruins pretty keen to keep it in, and the Dogs pretty keen to get it out. That's how it works. Now behind the net, the Dogs looking to reverse the play and get it up the other side. To get a forehand out, but it only goes as far as the Bruins forecheckers. And he's picked up once more by the Dogs, who are wisely this time playing the puck behind the net. Notice they're not playing the puck across in front. To keep the puck out of that high-risk area if they can. The puck bobbling around the front of the net, forcing Carterberg to keep a close eye on it. Imagine Burke being a goaltender, I can't imagine it either, but there is one. And now the puck is played up, and it is Wishart on the break. He's got Burke in the slot, looking to make that connection. Burke with goal-scoring instincts, no doubt, inherited. And now the puck is broken out by the Bruins. Nice work there by Willard, who has been superb so far throughout this grand final. Looking to play the puck out of the zone, and does clears the zone. Got tangled up with Wishart though, and couldn't quite get the space that he wanted. And now the Inferno, the Dogs going for a change just while the Inferno were coming in on the 3-on-2, but they managed to clear it out there. Luckily for them, Wishart did a good job of clearing it up. And now Burke gets a bit of room. Wines shoots. Save made. It gets in front of that one. Be happy with that save. It was a good one. Burke had some room and space. What a nice chance on his forehand. And now breaking it out is Baker. It's the first goal scorer for the Bruins, who now blasts up the side. Got a bit of room, tries to get around everyone. Fortunately, he doesn't get around the one that matters. After they're getting a pad down on the puck and preventing it from going in the net. Now breaking out the other way, but losing the puck in the process. Trying to pick it up again was Boros. Dogs will clear it out. Trying to keep the puck on the backhand. Goodall there just tries to play it around quickly for the Bruins. Couldn't quite get enough on it. It's picked up now by James Sullivan, who plays it back, but a bit of a lucky break there for the Dogs. Now they look to break the puck out. The Bruins, after a fresh change, they've got fresh legs on the ice, but here come the Dogs with speed, and just about caught offside, but managing to get back on there. James Sullivan, you can see Jamie Burke yelling at him to get back on the right side of the blue line. And here comes Goodall with a bit of room. Wines shoots. Save made by Burke. And with 13 minutes and 20 seconds to play, we are 3 goals apiece. No goals yet so far in this torrid opening session of period 2. 4 shots on the net overall to the Dogs, 10 to the Bruins. So the Bruins are the ice tilting in their way, but they haven't been able to extend that out into a convincing lead. We are tied up at 3 goals apiece. They're about to drop the puck for a defensive zone face-off for the Dogs. They just try and chip the puck through, but it is stolen by Baker, who can't quite get a foot on it. And now the Dogs look to move it up the ice. Racing through the middle of the defensive zone. They're looking for the stretch pass up, trying to find Boros. Boros now picks up the puck, gets it on his backhand, puts it across the front. He's looking for a connection with Hales. Didn't get through the Bruins defence. And now Wishart again. So Boros again with the puck, but this time it is stolen by the Bruins. They look to play the puck around the outside. Hales pressuring on the forecheck. But here comes Baker, who gets around 1 and 2. Gets a bit of room now. Baker gets on onto his forehand. Shoots, and the save made by Burke, good one there too. Baker had a good move, just a bit of a stutter step. You'll see on the replay. He made a good deceptive move and tried to, went coast to coast. And then finally in the end though, up to the task was part of Burke. He had a pad down, got in the way of the puck. He's now, in the second period, have settled their nerves. Starting to make some saves. It's a big relief to the defensive players. Of course, you can't save a shot if it doesn't go on the net in the first place because you don't have to. The defensive players will be looking to do their best to prevent shots in the first place. Just chipping the puck through there, the Dogs. It goes back as far as Ellis, who dumped it in on the net, but it ran into legs. Picking up Wishart for the Dogs. Tries to play backhand, but gets it only as far as Ellis. Ellis now with a bit of room. A little bit of forechecking pressure, but not too much. Now it's played up ice or attempting to Brown, but Brown stripped of the puck there by Wishart. Wishart gets it on his forehand, winds it through traffic. Save made by Fialka. And now the Bruins looking to play the puck up the boards. Fair bit of traffic. Now they've got a bit of space. Breno just backing off. You can see trying to manage the distance. Good instincts there by Gasparotto. Trying to do his best to control the attacking of the Bruins. And here come the Dogs out of their defensive zone. A bit of space. Gets around one. Here comes Wishart. Wishart's got it. Stops. Gets on her forehand. Shoots through traffic. But there's too many bodies in the way. It goes wide. Watch harmlessly in behind him. Fialka didn't have to do anything that time. But a good move by Wishart. Wishart again creating good opportunities. Puck now behind the net for the Bruins. But it's stolen by Tatum Wishart. I think we've got a bit of a brother-sister act here. Puck fired across into that high percentage scoring zone, but they couldn't get at the Dogs. There was enough Bruins in the way. Trying desperately to keep it in there was Essence Wishart, but unfortunately first he blew a tyre, but luckily picked up back through the neutral zone. And here comes Berkey. He gets on his forehand, shoots, but the save is made by Fialka. Good work there with another, creating a couple of good opportunities. Nice drive to the net. He's got good scoring instincts, that's for sure. Not surprising, Jamie Burke, one of the premier goal-scoring players in ice hockey in Australia. He's not just his coach, but also his dad. And if you ever get a chance to be coached by Berkey, watch how he shoots. It's amazing. Face off now in the defensive zone for the Bruins with 9 minutes and 30 seconds to play. We're still tied up, 3 goals apiece. We'll drop the puck. Get us underway. Puck is down. Dogs trying to put the puck across into the slot, but the Bruins are there in numbers. And going back now to try and pick it up, Wickham. Surrounded by Dogs, though, loses a tyre. Puck, however, gets across to the middle and blasting up. Here comes once more Theodore Willard. Willard being back-checked tightly, though, and stolen on the back-check. He manages to get a shot away anyway under enormous pressure. It was Heath Acacia, who was putting a lot of pressure on Willard, but Willard still managed to get a shot through. You'll see that on the replay. Great work under a lot of pressure. The defensive player doing their job. Just trying to lift the stick and deny the opportunity. Wish I got the shot away anyway. Decent skating and skill being demonstrated there by the young player. Puck underway again. Puck is driven across and not quite able to clear it out of the zone. Puck this time knocking over Wishart. Willard. The Bruins clear the puck out. So the Dogs clear the puck out, but it's picked up again by Willard. He's certainly a ball of energy. Tries to get the puck onto forehand. He's still stuck on his backhand, but manages to chip it in deep. Trying to put the puck across the front of the zen. There was Kim Kiefer. But the Dogs almost clear the puck out of the zone. Everyone deciding to have a closer look at the ice. Puck now battling on the half boards. The Bruins trying to clear it out as a little scrum forms. And LA will the puck be released in favour of who? The Bruins, though, get it. But only across to the middle of the ice. It's not a bad place to put it, but unfortunately for them in the way, it was Eve Terpsky. For the Bruins in control. They're looking to put it across to one of their D to get a shot away, but that doesn't quite happen for them, and instead the puck is brought out. Good pressure there for the Dogs by Freeman, who manages to steal it. Freeman with some room, gets it onto his forehand, takes the shot. But he's seen safely there by Fialka, who has found his feet, that's for sure. The puck dangerously across in front of the net. But unfortunately for the Dogs, no one could get a stick on it. Unfortunately for the Bruins, they were there in numbers. This time the puck's still bobbling around in front. Bruins want to get the puck out of the zone if they can. They've been under some pressure now. Willart tried to play it up the boards, but it was kept in by the Dogs, who get a shot from through traffic, but there's enough in the way. The save made as the Bruins desperate to clear the puck out of the zone. And finally they do. And it was cleared out there. And now with a chance is Bill Wickham, who puts the puck behind the net though. The Bruins will probably be looking for a change, but they don't get one. Blasting back now the other way. Hickman. Nick tries to get on his forehand, shoots. Save made by Marcus Fialka, who has absolutely found the puck this time and is having a great second period indeed. Lots of good saves there by Fialka under a lot of pressure. After a quick first period, he probably would have been a little bit disappointed in certainly the second period. Fialka has found the zone, worked out how to catch that puck, and he's doing very well indeed. Baker looking to face off against Boros. Dogs with the attacking zone face off, the D in tight. He's stolen by Baker, who chips past one. Races up ice, gets free of everyone, tries to get on the forehand, shoots and scores. That was the puck with eyes. You just see exactly where it was going. The gap above the blocker there of Burke was wide open. Nothing Burke could do about it. Baker was absolutely on a bender and came flying through. A 4-3 lead to the Bruins. Remember, the last time these two teams played, it was a 4-3 win to the Bruins after 3 periods. Now it's 4-3 after 1.5 periods. So frantic scoring here at the moment. Both teams looking to try and tighten it up, but certainly their offence has been superb for both teams. Tipping the puck up the ice there was Ollie Vermes. The Dogs now play it up ice. It's got 5 minutes now to play in the second. The Dogs going to get that goal back quickly if they can. Making a connection across, they find Sullivan. Sullivan is robbed by the Bruins. So they try and pick the puck out, but still keeping it in there is the Dogs. Pick the puck up ice now, looking for Baker. Baker being pressed tightly there by Hitakesha. Eventually. And now the Dogs looking to play the puck in after a cross ice move there by the Bruins gave them possession. Playing the puck up now, trying to find some room with a nice little pivot and pirouette. Dogs just staying there onside, very close there for Hales, who was pushing the limits but got away with it. Right on the line, or you could say judged it perfectly. Puck goes into the slot. Got a chance now, the Dogs deking backwards and forwards. Boros takes the shot. Shot in traffic and the Dogs score. We are 4 goals apiece. Might there have been Burke again by the look of it. We'll see here on the replay. There's some great play that created the rebound. Hales got a chance on it and then Burke finished it off. So there'll be 2 assists there. Primary assist will go to Boros. And then Hales, the goal was finally scored there by Brooks Burke. That will be Burke's second goal for the game as we're back out to 4 goals apiece. We'll see that one on the replay. That was a great highlight goal there for the Dogs. It wasn't much for the who made the first save. It was just that chipping rebound and enough players there to keep hammering it away. Just caught offside there, the Bruins, alongside the blue line, and the puck came in. 3 minutes and 30 seconds to play in the second. 4 goals apiece to these two teams as the Bruins reset just outside their offensive zone. The Dogs will be looking to try and get a 1-goal lead if they can, or possibly more. And the Bruins looking to make sure the opposite happens. Pretty obvious, I know. But Gasparotto puts the puck across. Nice connection to the player surging up the middle, but back-checking hard there was Goodall, who managed to put the puck safely into the corner. And now the Bruins looking to break it out, but they've got forechecking pressure there from Gasparotto. But the Bruins will dump the puck down the other end. Racing forward, Baker, who can nullify the icing if you win the race. And the icing is waved off, but they're not going to wave that one off. Some interesting hand signals, but you can see sometimes we lose a little player in the corner. It's difficult to tell exactly what happened there, but it's an icing call. The players will be brought back. The clock doesn't stop, so both teams at the moment are welcome opportunities to have a little bit of a breather while the puck is brought back and things will get organised. Dogs D, you can see the two defensive players creeping right in close to the zone, which means if Inferno can get behind, so if the Bruins can get behind them, they get a great attacking opportunity. But, they don't this time. Looking to try and make some movement up the middle there was Sagnelli. But, didn't manage to get enough puck. Puck bounces across the front of the net dangerously, but the Bruins will clear it out. And they get the puck out of the zone, forcing all the Dogs to have to go back out and a reset. Looking now to blast back in. Wishart looking to try and get into the slot and does beautifully. Passed by the Bruins cross ice, went straight to Wishart. Wishart couldn't quite get enough on it. Gasparotto circling around for the Dogs, trying to create more space. He's got Wishart in the slot waiting for it, but the Bruins will wisely clear it out there of the zone. Nice play there indeed by Archie Ellis, who did exactly the right thing, clearing the puck out of the zone. Just over a minute now to play. Dogs through Gasparini looking for an opportunity to cross the line. Now they've got a chance to hook the backhand across in front of the net, but it is seen safely into the corner by Fialka. Picking it up now, however, for the Dogs. There's Wishart. 1 minute to play in the second. We're still all tied up. 4 goals apiece. There's been one each to each team this time around. As this time it is Brown who goes blasting up the side. He's got a bit of room. But, nice defensive work there by the Dogs to get back quickly and reset. And still with the puck, winds and shoots from a distance. Save there made by Parker, by Carter Burke. And now it's picked up by Willard. Willard being tightly marked there, however, by Brady Freeman, who did a good job of taking away time and space. Up very deep in the corner, here come the Dogs on the rush. It's Wishart who's got one to beat. Wishart gets around it, he's got room in front. Winds, shoots. Save made by Fialka. Wishart with a great piece of play, got himself a lot of room. Took a good shot from a distance. It had something on it, but not enough to get around Marcus Fialka, who has been fantastic this period. Saved a lot of shots by the Dogs. Shot count now up to 12 shots to the Dogs, 15 to the Bruins. So it's close as we end the second period, all tied up at 4 goals apiece. This grand final proving to be the thriller we were hoping for. All the players deeply invested in this one. If you're watching the stream, hope you're enjoying what you're seeing. This is a cracker of a game. Having a great opportunity as the coaches for the two teams get the guys all together and try to keep your head screwed on, keep your shift short. Make sure you don't get overwhelmed by the situation, because it's very easy, third period in a grand final, to get overwhelmed, especially if you're a little bit younger. And, both coaches here are very experienced. They'll be just providing a bit of calm guidance to their team, to their players. Make sure you just keep doing your job, concentrating on doing the smart things. And things will work out for you. So far, goal scorers in the game. Baker with the first one, Ross with a comeback, Goodall with one, and then Brooks Burke with to bring it back to 2-all. Wishart got a third. Wishart got one in the first, and so too Willard. So we're all 3-3 at the end of the first. At the end of the second, Baker got one for the Bruins, and Brooks Burke got second for the Dogs to tie it all up at 4 goals apiece. 17 minutes to play of this Junior C season. Trying to win the puck through the middle there for the Dogs. The Bruins chipping in. A little bit of room trying to get on to the forehand and getting a shot away, but the save made by Burke. Puck put around the back of the net as the Dogs try and clear it out of the zone. Nice clearance. They does manage to turn all of the... we're going to get an offside there for the Bruins. Explanation, the puck had crossed the blue line and come out. The Bruins player did fire it back in. There's nothing wrong with that at all. It's perfectly legit. But unfortunately, the other player for the Bruins there, Theo Wickham, went pretty straight on the fair stick, which means it's an automatic offside. We did play the puck from an offside position. Just a bit of an accidental, but it does happen. Taking the face off now, Harley Elliott for the Dogs. Face off there, won by the Bruins, and here they come again. A bit of a poke check there by Wishart, didn't work. Flailing away there on the puck was Burke, who tried to get everything he possibly could onto it. Blasting down the middle, the Bruins who shoot, and they score. And that was Theodore Willard again. Gillard has been superb throughout this game. Just flung it over the shoulder there of Carterberg, not much you could do about it. And we are 1 goal lead to the Bruins with quite a lot of the third period to go. If it's all close towards the end of the period, what you might notice is that sometimes teams will elect to pull their goalkeeper from the net to go 6-on-4. A fair way away from that happening now. We've got 15 minutes to play. But if it's a minute or so to go, quite often the coaches will take the option to pull the goalkeeper out of those 6 players. It's a high-risk strategy. If you're down by 1, you may as well take a chance to see what happens. The Dogs lose the puck there in defence. Couldn't quite clear it out of the zone. It's picked up Goodall, who looking for someone in the slot. Didn't have anyone. And now Ross clears the puck out of the zone almost. But it is cleared out by Freeman. Dumping it in hard, Baker, who tried to fire it in from a distance. Baker now flings it in deep. The Bruins will clear it back out through the middle. But only as far as a wall of Reservoir Dogs. Throwing the puck in, but just caught offside there, the Dogs, as Cadia was looking to bring it in. So just one of the Dogs players crossed the blue line before the puck went in. As a result, an offside. And we will reset. Away again with 14 minutes and 10 seconds to play in the third and final period of this grand final here at iceHQ in the Junior Summer League for the Junior C's. Dumping the puck up now, the Bruins, but racing across to pick it up, Freeman. Freeman puts the puck across into the middle, made a connection with Boros. Boros in the end chips the puck in deep, but it's going to be picked up by Fernando. Fernando with the puck, just wisely backhands it, but the Dogs doing a good job of taking away the boards. The right option, Fernando, but unfortunately the Dogs were there. And they stole the puck, bobbing around loose in front of the net. Opportunities for everyone, and it goes in. And the Dogs now get one. Wouldn't you know it? They're 5-all. It looks like that might have been Hales who got that one, I think. A lot of chaos in front of the net. We will know in a moment exactly who that one is going to be attributed to. It's a bit hard to tell from that replay from a distance. We're back out to 5 goals apiece with 13 minutes and 10 seconds to play. Absolute thriller of a game here for the Junior A's. Blasting through the middle there, Baker trying to set it back and get the Inferno back to the lead. Gets a shot away, forcing Burke to make the save. He didn't see it coming until almost too late, but did get enough on it. Baker now just doing a little bit of Vajasovic stick handling. Now breaking the other way come the Dogs. They have the puck stolen from them. It was Boros who couldn't quite get enough on it. They're going in now to chase Baker. Baker looks up the ice trying to find an option. All those options shut down though. The Dogs doing a good job on the blue line and just containing it. Here come the Bruins again, but the puck given hard in deep. And picking it up. Fernando looking to try and play the puck around the back. The puck out. It's picked up Hales, who couldn't quite get enough on it. Blasting through the middle, Baker through sheer force of will ends up with the puck. Baker with Goodall in the slot. Not taken. Save now. Baker showing good creativity. Had that option in the slot too. Had Goodall blasting up the middle. See here on the replay. But Carter Burke got a glove on it. Made the save. His teammates very happy about that one indeed. Didn't want to give that lead away now. 11 minutes and 45 seconds to play. On drop of the puck, it'll be 11:40. As the Bruins look to line themselves up again. Winning the face-off though for the Dogs was Boros. Boros racing across to try and pick it up. Had support in Gasparotto. Now Boros tries to get across on the backhand. Forehand Deeks. But he's in the way. Nice play there, Archie Ellis, who got enough on it to stop it going in. Now here come the Bruins trying to break it out. Some significant size differentials there going on, but it is Junior C, so you're going to get some pretty decent size changes. Just blowing a tie there, Gasparotto. The puck dumped in deep by the Bruins, but it will go for icing. It was played from their half. So Isabella Segnelli, probably the smallest player on the ice at the moment in this grade, but certainly showing a lot of fire. All of the junior grades here at the iceHQ and the JSL, with the exception, I think, of the J21s. I'll confirm that one when we get to that one this evening. They're all mixed grades. It's not about anything apart from learning and developing the game. It's fun you can have standing up, that's for sure, as the Bruins look to clear the puck up the ice. Just over 10 minutes to go, 5 goals apiece. The puck just kind of went through everyone, but clearing the puck up the ice now, the Bruins through the capable hands of their solid defence. And it's picked up now by Brown. Brown with a bit of room, goes wide. Gets ridden into the corner though by Wishart, who did a great job of shutting that down. But circling around high, Harris, who had a lot of room, couldn't get the pass across. Harris was in good position in that high slot unmarked. The Dogs let him have it. But it didn't matter. The Bruins couldn't get the puck to him. He's dumping the puck out now. Once again, Wishart, who just flung it in deep, but it's going to go for icing. The delivery was shot from the wrong side of the red line, and none of the Dogs could get there in time. 9 minutes and 40 seconds, 5 goals apiece. Shots on the net, 13 to the Dogs, 9 to the Bruins. Sorry, 19 to the Bruins. I'll learn to count one day. Let's read numbers. So the Dogs will take the face-off now in their defensive zone. The Bruins look to reset again. You can see the Bruins D there, Willard in particular, kicks him right in quite close. So if the Dogs can get the puck from this face-off and run it up quickly, then they've got a good chance to get behind the Dogs, behind the Bruins. The puck bobbling around in front of the net. This time the Dogs there in numbers. Trying to get the puck on the forehand there was Brady Freeman. But being pressed tightly. Now trying to break the puck out was Nick Nguyen. That wasn't going to go. Freeman now battling for it. And the Bruins pick it up. They get it loose in the slot, trying to get a backhand or a forehand or an any hand really. Just trying to put that puck onto the net. It's circling around Willard. Willard still with the puck, gets across, gets some room and shoots, but it goes high and wide. Good creative play to create that opportunity, but in the end the shot harmlessly wide of the net. This time the Bruins with another chance to try and put the puck on. Kiefer couldn't get enough on it. And now the Dogs will break it up the boards. And that's Sam Kay, who couldn't quite get enough on it. Berkey robbed of the puck by Wishart. Willard now with a little bit of room. Got one in front. Takes a shot, but there's enough bodies in the way to shut that one down. And it was Heath Acadia who shut down that chance. But the puck's still bobbling around. The referee blows up the game, says goal or no goal. We'll find out in just a second. The referee's just having a little bit of a discussion about exactly what happened there. We'll be able to tell you in just a second. The referee's having a conference. All the players go away while we work out exactly what happened. You can see here, I'm not sure if we're going to see it on the replay. Puck went around wide. No goal. Interesting one to have a look at on the replay. The referees have to play what they can see. And if they think it's a safety issue, then they absolutely will stop the game. If the goalie, looks like the goalie's made the save again, or they've lost the side of the puck, they do have to stop the game in that instance. They've got to be careful. The Dogs will be looking, the Snipers, the Bruins will get there eventually, will be looking to play the puck back to Buckingham. It looks like a pretty handy shot if they can get the puck back. Buckingham is calling for it. It is one through instead by the Dogs. Looking up ice, trying to find Burke. Burke has to stutter and hold on the blue line. Now here come the Bruins back the other way, but it's picked up by Burke, but robbed the puck there by the Bruins defence. Near the top of the offensive zone. The puck now brought back behind Eric Baker. Looks up ice. Sees bodies everywhere, but also has speed. Chips the puck nicely off the boards, trying to create an opportunity. He's dumped it in deep. It's not going to go for icing. Baker now has Lucy in the slot. Goodall shoots and scores. I think that's Baker's third. That's Aiden Baker with his third goal of the game. Good play there. Luca Goodall got in position too to force the goaltender there in Carter Burke to have to be in two minds about what was going on. The shot in the end had a fair bit on it. The benefits of a low hard shot. One hole being the gap between the goalie's legs. Not necessarily highlight goals those ones, but there's a lot of them. If you watch the NHL, lots of goals go through the 5 hole. If you make the ball move, you have to stand up. That opens up the gap. Baker a 1-goal lead to the Bruins with 5 minutes and a bit to go. Looking up the ice now, Wishart flings it deep, clears the puck out of the zone. The Dogs are going to need to get that one back pretty quickly. We will go to stop time if we're close towards the end. Clearing it out here beautifully, Ross, since Wishart here has been superb throughout this game. Baker now the danger player with 3 goals. Tries to get around one, does. Tries to get around two, does. Tries to get on his forehand, just pauses, just loses the puck in the process. And it's Hales now who plays the puck up ice. Finding Burke. Burke took up ice. Burke has Boros with him. Plays the puck nicely across. Boros just couldn't get enough on it. It's the right option, but just onto that backhand pass receiving by Burke. Just a little bit too much. It was a great chance now. Last line of defence for the Dogs is very calm. Wishart, who has been brilliant throughout this game, but now she's got a battle with Baker and takes the puck off Baker, but now blasting in and just popping the puck over the shoulder of Burke was Goodall. Another whistle. If there's anything wrong with that goal in particular, but we'll see here on the replay if we get it. Trying to work out exactly who got that one. But confident that was Luca Goodall who managed to get the second for the game. Dogs pulling back in for a timeout, just trying to reset everyone's head. Jamie Burke there just trying to get everyone to calm down, get their heads back on the game. You can see a little bit of frustration there in them, but you've got to be able to deal with that in a game of hockey. You've got to be able to deal with that in any sport. And it's a great lesson for the youngsters to learn all about composure under pressure, and to deal with the wins and deal with the losers in the same state, and deal with the wins and the losses in the same state, and to come out of it with some form of a positive experience regardless of the end result. The scoreboard, well, it matters because it's a grand final, of course, but we've got to remember that for these junior players, it's all about development. Learning to deal with the emotions of playing the game is as important as dealing with the skills of it. Keep your head screwed on, much better under pressure. We're 6 on the ice now, but they haven't got the quality. It's just a little bit of a misunderstanding there on the bench. As we have the Bruins now with a 2-goal lead with 4 minutes and 26 seconds to play. The Dogs using the timeout there just to reset. Trying to get a shot away. Burke gets onto a forehand, shoots, and scores! It's on across on the forehand. It actually went across and was tipped in the end. Find out exactly who got that one. I couldn't read the number from here, but a beautiful teamwork goal there. We're back to a 1-goal margin. Just under 4 minutes to play. The Dogs on the rush. The Bruins probably thought they were a little bit comfortable there with a 2-goal lead. 2 goals is the most dangerous lead in hockey. It's enough for you to think that you've got too much of a gap. Not too much of a gap. That goal was scored by Luca Goodall. Dogs looking to keep the puck in the zone if they can. Baker now circling around high, looking threatening, but being monitored by the Dogs' defence. Shot comes in for distance, goes across the front, just chips off the board there. A good shot by Oliver Boros. Didn't quite go. Now going to pick it up again. It's Boros. Tries to find an option. Got a loose player there. They're playing the puck across the top of the ice. The Dogs. And just losing the footing there, Wishart. Come the Bruins who clear the puck out of the zone. Last line of defence now circling around is Wishart, who manages to get clear of Baker. But can't unfortunately take the puck in, or as the puck is cleared away by the Bruins. 2 minutes and 45 seconds to play in this Junior C Grand Final. 1 goal to lead to the Bruins, 7 goals to 6. Skating around the back now, the net. Baker looks up ice, sees Dogs everywhere, gets around them, dumps the puck in deep. So all the Bruins need to do is just keep trying to run that clock down, but it goes for icing. So at some point now, we do have a real possibility that the Dogs may well pull the goalie. They may take Carter Burke out of the net at some point and flood the ice with 6 players. See if they do it. You can also see that the Dogs are quickly trying to set up. They know the clock is not on their side. They want to get set up quickly. Once it gets to 2 minutes to go, we will go to stop time. The clock will stop for breaks in play. Bruins just kind of say that's a professional foul, but running the clock down a little bit there as Ian Harris comes off the ice. Now it's Baker though with a bit of space in front. Gets around the desperate back check of the Dogs. Baker winds and shoots. Save made by Burke. Just as what he was there, and they didn't call him at that point. Now the puck goes all the way back down the other end, but the puck does not go for icing. The Bruins look to play the puck safely behind the net, looking to play up ice. Dogs still haven't pulled the goalie. 1 minute and 30 seconds to play. 1 goal to lead to the Bruins. Around the back of the net now, watched safely by the Bruins defence. Baker circling around, looking for options. Being forecheck tightly. Hales trying to apply pressure. And managed to break the puck out of his own. Turning around, we've got 2 on 1 now to the Bruins. As Willer circles around, tries to get on the forehand, shoots. Puck loose in front of the slot. Dogs clear it out. Clear the zone again. It's picked up though Baker, who looks up ice. Got to be careful not to go offside. Dumps the puck in deep. Puck goes around the back. Here come the Dogs again. They reset, looking up ice, trying to find Bouchard, who's circling around high, looking for a stretch pass. Still not pulling the goalie though, the Dogs. Now moving up the middle and just pausing there, Boros. Boros puts the puck up, tries to find a guy, Zessens Bouchard, who goes down the side. 45 seconds to play in the third. 1 goal to lead to the Bruins. Now the Bruins pick the puck up. Baker belts it all the way down the other end, racing to pick it up though. It's retrieved by Keith Akosha, who looks up ice, but it's stolen there. Kato Wren, but loses the puck high up. The Dogs with just 25 seconds to play as Wren picks up. They pull the goaltender. All out winds, shoots, can't get the shot away. Body's in the way, has another go at it, still can't get the puck away. The Dogs have pulled the goaltender. 14 seconds to go. Can the Bruins get the shot on the net? It bounces off the side of the net. It's still live. Here comes the puck flung down the other end, but with 5 seconds to play, Baker for the Bruins has picked it up, blocks it down, and runs the clock down. And the Bruins have won the 2024-2025 Junior C Grand Final here at iceHQ. Absolute thriller of a game there. That had absolutely everything. Glad to have been able to bring this game through to you. The players will now have a presentation and so forth. We've got a healthy crowd here of parents and supporters watching the youngsters play. But very good display by both teams, in particular the Dogs there in that last minute and a half. Did absolutely their best to try and create opportunities. And when they pulled the goaltender with about a minute or so to go, it was a great chance for them. The Bruins nearly got one back. It bounced off the side of the net. So close. But in the end, it goes. The chocolates will go to the Bruins, who have won the Junior C Grand Final. 7 goals to 6, 24 shots to 14. We'll be back with you in about half an hour or so to bring you the Junior B Grand Final. Thank you for being with us. We hope you enjoyed the show.